The news we all dreaded, but we knew it was coming, Newcastle United fans. Unfortunately, Sandro Tonali has been banned for 10 months of worldwide football. Yes, worldwide football, which not only sees him banned from Newcastle United games the full season he's out for Newcastle United, but unfortunately for him and Italy, he's banned from the Euro 2024 as well. Let's just get this straight off the bat. It is a massive miss for Newcastle United, a £55 million player who I absolutely adore. The intensity he brings to the team, the desire to win the ball back and do something for the team. We need that so much, especially the way Eddie Howe plays. The intensity he wants from his players, Sandro Tonali brings just that. It's a massive miss. Honestly, one of the most talented players in the team by all means. He's a fantastic player. Just get that off bottom line. It is going to be a big miss. But of course, Sandro Tonali's banned for 10 months with an additional 8 months, not on top of that, of course, but an 8-month participation in gambling rehab over in Italy, that is. And Keith Downey's also reported that Tonali's going to be fined €20,000. And recovery work will include 16 visits to Italy to take part in the community work with young footballers. Now, as we know, Sandro Tonali is completely sorry about this. He knows that he shouldn't have done this, but yet again, it's a mental illness. He feels so sorry, and he knows he's guilty of this. And I'm just going to offer all of my sympathy to Sandro Tonali. We, as Newcastle United fans, Newcastle United, will unite and back Sandro Tonali 100%. I have no doubts about that. The fantastic fan base we are, we will offer all the support and love to Sandro Tonali because he deserves it. It's a mental illness. He's not putting bets on for the money. Of course, he's got all the money in the world. He's doing it. Speaking of other people's experience who I am close to, it's kind of, and not of personal experience, obviously, because I don't bet. It's a buzz when you do get it. Of course, it won't be for the money. He's a professional footballer. He gets 120 grand a week. It wouldn't, of course, be for the money. But we will back Sandro Tonali 100%. Now, the actual details of this ban: Sandro Tonali will be back in Newcastle United until August 2024. That's when he will return to Newcastle United. He's out until then. He's banned from all football activities. Now, what I do want to say is, many people have been asking me, can he play for the under-21s? Can he train with the squad? I have good news and I have sort of bad news. Now, on the under-21s to start with, he's banned from worldwide football. Of course, under-21s, you would guess, fall under that latter. It's competitive football. So nothing's been confirmed, nothing's been too speculated on that, but I do believe he will be banned from playing for the under-21s. Yet again, it is competitive football against competitive teams. Sometimes they play League 2 teams, etc. in the Checkatrade, is it the Checkatrade Trophy? No, the Papa John's Trophy, sorry. But I do have good news in that he can train with Newcastle United. Now, this for me is an absolute game changer. It's instrumental to not only Newcastle United, but to Sandro Tonali's well-being. Now, for Newcastle United, this is a big boost. Is if Tonali was isolated from the team for 10 months, if he was left with his own thoughts of the media slating him, with rival fans getting on his back, of course you won't take that into too much consideration, but you could see on the ground he just looks so guilty. And when we were giving them applause, singing the Sandro Tonali chant, you could see how much that meant to him. Doing the lap of honour by himself, he was on the brink of tears. He wants the support, and we are by all means going to give him just that. Now, what I did want to say is that Sandro Tonali can train, reported by Mark Douglas on X this morning. That is instrumental, yeah, of course, for Newcastle United, because if he wasn't with the team for 10 months, he'd come back and he'd be like, whoa, what he's doing here, there's maybe some new faces in January, what's going on, I'm missing this game plan, I'm 10 months behind. But no, he can keep with the team, he can keep the intensity up, the squad morale for him, just seeing the familiar faces, seeing the manager's face, being with the lads. I feel happy for him because, yet again, he's going back to his workplace. He's still doing what he loves, football. If he was kind of ripped apart of that and had to train for private trainer, I genuinely feel I'd hit rock bottom from, seriously. I wouldn't like that whatsoever. But also, Mark Douglas has reported that Sandro Tonali can play in friendlies, which yet again is a boost. Of course, he's out for the whole of this season. The next pre-season he will be able to play in, or if we get any mid-season friendlies, of course, Sandro Tonali will be able to play in them. Now, it's been confirmed finally today by reliable sources, Fabrizio Romano, Sky Sports, the Italian FA, of course, the major disclosure one. It's also been confirmed that Tonali's been fined €20,000. Not the biggest of his personal worries, of course, but yet again, it's still just, it just adds to it, doesn't it? So, of course, it's not great news, but in the perspective that Sandro Tonali can train with the team, Sandro Tonali can see the fans, coming out of the training ground, clapping them, giving them support, holding up the Tonali shirt, like, of course, you would have seen me do on that video. That done pretty well as well. Thank you very much for that. But I'm just chuffed. Of course, I'm not happy about the situation. Not as if I'm angry at Sandro Tonali. But the fact that he is out for 10 months, not just because we're going to miss the fantastic player, but we are going to miss a fantastic person as well. But if this had been different and he was isolated away from the team, oh, it would have been the end of the world. Seriously, not seeing the lads away from Newcastle United, isolated from the supporters, I would have been very, very unhappy. And now, what I didn't want to do in this, but because there was so much social media backlash and now them fans are genuinely looking very idiotic, and what got me really angry at the time, and I won't pick too much up on the matter, people were saying it's unfair on Ivan Toney, that Sandro Tonali didn't get banned, and Ivan Toney got 9 months. Now, first of all, they were saying this before Sandro Tonali even got charged with whatever he was going to get charged with. We didn't know at the exact time. All I have to say to people on social media, of course, it was rival fans. Oh, it's not fair on Ivan Toney. You just have to wait. Be patient. It's something people on social media and football fans especially can't do anymore. Be patient. He was literally confirmed everywhere that he was going to be charged. I don't know why people rush to conclusions just for a bit of likes, just for a bit of clicks. I don't get it. But is it now unfair on Sandro Tonali? The tables have turned. Ivan Toney's being confirmed to be banned for 10 months, 9 months, and of course he got charged with over 200 betting charges. That's on himself to get yellow cards and whatever it was, goals I believe, and of course that was on his team. Sandro Tonali was charged with betting on AC Milan whilst playing for AC Milan, whilst being on the pitch and whilst being off the pitch. I think it was just to win games though. Oh, and by the way, I was genuinely angry when Sandro Tonali was warming up against Crystal Palace, not because of the reason that he was going to play for Newcastle United. If you were at that game, you know exactly what I'm going on about. Sandro Tonali comes and warms up. What is going around the stadium? What's advertising around the stadium, around the, what do you want to call it, the electronic boards around the stadium, the advertising boards? You guessed it. Casino and poker. Literally, it's got the solitaire cards or whatever that is. I know that's a game, but you know what I mean. It's got the cards. It's got the little coins. I don't know anything about gambling, but it's got like the little poker chip cards, coins you play with. It's why they'll happily ban the players for this, but they'll take the money and the Premier League will advertise it absolutely everywhere. Bet365, the whole lot of it. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't do this because, of course, it funds our team. From the Premier League, when they get advertisements, then you know they give us for placing 17th, 16th, 15th, 4th Champions League. They give us money for placing in there. But yet again, it's just if he's getting banned for that, but then the Premier League will happily go and take the money from advertisements. It's just like, can you not meet in the middle? I'm not having a complete rant about it because of course they've got to have an income, but yet again, it's. I don't get it. And then yet again, you've still got players who have actually done illegal things in real life. Nothing to do with football. You know, assault. They genuinely things in real life, and I'm not going to pick up on, you know exactly who I'm going on about, but are still allowed to play football. But Tonali gets banned for not harming a soul. For gambling, of course it's illegal. I'm not trying to say that he should be allowed because these people are. But yet again, he's done far worse. Yes, it's still illegal. We know. But where does the line get drawn? But it was inevitable, lads. Sandro Tonali is a fantastic player. Eddie Howe's going to turn him into an absolute beast. People's going to wonder, where's the Sandro Tonali come from? I just hope he gets his head down, and Eddie Howe will do the best he can to turn him into a fantastic, even more fantastic player. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this explanation, of course you won't enjoy the topic, but if you did enjoy this explanation, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I've been Geordie Josh. I give the latest, the most best detailed news I can. Of course, I give match previews, match reactions, clips of the fans, as you would have seen my video, which was up yesterday. I think that's now sitting on over 10k views. I thank you a lot for that. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you so much. I love giving content on Newcastle United. Thank you very much for watching yet again. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Go and enjoy your day, you lovely, lovely people. Bye-bye.